Hi everybody, designer David Joseph here, and as we all are doing either by staying home or donating money or doing whatever we can, I am trying to do my part and putting together masks that EMTs and hospitals and nursing homes and everyone needs right now. I found the pattern online, and it is, the top layer of the mask is 24 centimeters by 19 centimeters. And I have no idea what a centimeter is because I'm a designing genius and not a mathematician. But I did find a yardstick that has centimeters on the other side. So 24 centimeters equals almost 9.5 inches. 19 centimeters equals 7.25 inches. So that's my original square. This is the one the pleats go in. I'll show you all of this later. The center of the mask is smaller. It's 18 centimeters by 13 centimeters. And I'll show you in a minute how to sew it, insert it, and do all that good stuff. The inside piece that is the closest, the liner that goes closest to the mouth, that's the pattern size. It's smaller than the outer one. Using unbleached white cotton muslin that has been pre-shrunk. So all I'm doing here with this fabric is getting the perfect grain lines. Plus, I feel so butch doing that. Here we go. And one more rip. Then you can press that out. You need two of these so that you have a slit opening in the middle to put the ventilator inside there. So we'll do this again. Bing, bang, boom. That's it. That's all the pattern pieces you need to make a mask. So I've got my pieces and I'm ready to sew. First thing I'm doing is folding this lengthwise and giving myself my center notches on both the liner and the self. The liner only one because the other side of the liner, the other edge, is going to be turned under and sewn like this. Now you guys, don't be intimidated by my machine. This is a big power machine, but these are just as easy to make at home on your Singer sewing machine. Boom. Just turning under your seam 1/2 inch. And now we're back to the notches. It's a great purple cotton. It's all pre-washed, so that there'll be no bleeding. And I put my notch to notch here.
Or shrinking.
Or shrinking, as Danny said. Notch to notch. It's all very exciting, isn't it? Sewing is a mindful sport. It's a lot of inward thinking. So, because I have the equipment, I can make this easier than some of you can do at home. I have an overlock machine which does this. Danny, get a tight shot on there. So I can finish off all the edges. Now they don't have to be, because you can lock these edges. If you don't have an overlock machine, you can flip it twice. I have the overlock, so it's just easier for me. Now I'm going to go to the iron and press what I've done. And I'm not overlocking. So I'm ready to press what we've sewn so far. You can see that I finished the edges on the purple. The white cotton, I didn't finish the edges. These are turned under and turned under. There's a reason. And I'll show you in a minute. So boom. 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 So now I've got everything laid out, folded, pressed, and I'm doing some quick stitches on the edge of the inner lining. Just like this. It's nice and neat. Bada bing, bada boom. The next thing I'm going to do after this is get back up. So there's a lot of cardiovascular involved in all of this, because I have to get up again, put it on the ironing board again, and now is the time we make the 3 pleats. And I'll show you how right now. Okay, I'm pressing for the pleats. I'm using this line here of the envelope as my first crease. So that it all fits nice and smoothly. That's 1, 2, 3. Now what you want to do when you're done pressing that is make sure both sides match, so you don't end up with one that's that big and one that's that big. These match. And there's your 3 pleats that will then be sewn together, work over the nose. There's the 3 pleats there. And the last stitch, the last part, is putting the elastic in. Wait a minute, I'll show you. So we're getting close to the finished part. What I'm doing is taking my machine again and locking down my pleats here and on the outer edge. I'm using white thread because white thread washes the best. And the next batch that I'm going to go on to are yellows and pinks and light colors. So it's just a lot easier without having to change all the threads on the machines. So what I've done here is that, and I'm just stitching these pleats in place. And wait for it, as they say in Hamilton. Take it, fold it under, get on that same stitch so you're not making a mess or making it look messy. Wait for it. Oh my God, this is very Hamilton, because I'm in the room where it happened. I am the room where it happened. One more and we're done. Taking the other side. Lock your stitches at the end so nothing unravels. Now all I'm going to do next, the next step, is getting the elastic, inserting it through, tying a knot, put the knot inside. That elastic goes around your ears, and there is your completed mask that will then gather tightly here so it stays snug around the face. I've got my small safety pin. I'm attaching it to my 7.5-inch elastic. 7.5 inches is good for a small head. This would not work on my big head. Take that, start to feed it through, and God willing, it'll go right into the casing easily. Ooh, I wish I had fingernails at this point. And just keep feeding it. There we are. It's gone through. Boom. You're working with the pleats, and you're coming out the other end. Ta-da! Now, the last thing for a perfect mask, before Danny models it for you, because it won't fit me, is you take the 2 edges and lock them in place. You can also cut the elastic really long and just knot them. But all of this is adjustable. Now you want to just pull it back and put your knot into your casing. It's also simple. Get that lined up, and this should take, there it is. And there's your mask.
We were meant to be a saving grace, to make this world a better place, and to love one another, love one another.